Eric Keller here with Enthusiast Auto Group. We are in EAG Super Secret Warehouse number 1, and we are quite excited to share with you a couple special cars today, but one primarily there in the middle that is called Pure Blue. And we have not one, not two, but 3 Z1s here at EAG today. And that is a EAG first. And I would say for as far as for sale in the open market in North America, having 2 for sale at the same time has to be an industry first again. Quickly, I'll start with the car that started it for us, and this is a Magic Violet 1990 Z1. About half of the 8,000 Z1s were built in 1990. And this car is very special to us. It's the second member of the EAG collection. We bought it from a very dear friend now. I was just getting to know him at the time. A client out in Southern California that has taught us a lot of really great lessons about how to take good care of your clients and earn trust. And hey, is this the right car for me? Yes or no? And those type of relationships have fueled EAG's growth over the years, and thankfully the root and cause for why we do things the way we do it, which is very, very different than the rest of the industry. Most of these cars are part of the EAG collection, and they serve a purpose. They give us a lot of reference when we're doing a 25,000 mile lightweight that gets driven in the rain. It's nice and good and dirty, and we've enjoyed it. But when we need to rejuvenate that vehicle to near new condition, when we have cars that have delivery mileage, we know exactly how it should be. And that brings us back to this Pure Blue Z1. This is the nicest one I've ever seen, and we have seen some delivery mileage examples of these, most of which though sat in a showroom and was basically a crawl all over it, jump in it and get out of it and see what it's like, and they just got kind of beat up because of it. This car has 4,533 kilometers on it, and that is not a lot. It has had a really great life, all of which has been in Germany. And the Zukunft one, the future, this project was BMW M Technic's baby. It almost didn't happen, but it ended up being quite a great design exercise. And for all of those Z3, Z4, Z8 owners, you have these cars to thank for all of those clubs and all of those fun drives and all of these quirky vehicles that were kind of hard to make it to market. And the Z1 was no different. The Z3 M-Coupe was no different. And this Pure Blue example is arguably the most desirable color of the Z1s. They made a couple of the fun yellow would be the only one that I'm aware of that's as rare as this, but BMW has historically made some fantastic blues. Estoril blue, Laguna Seca blue, slick top, more on that one later. This Pure Blue is a absolutely stunning car that is by definition a number 1. This is arrival condition. This is as it came off the container, off the boat, as they say. We've PPI'd the car, we've identified our list of shortcomings and created a part spin and group of stuff that we're going to go ahead and do to ensure that that car leaves and is close to factory new condition, rejuvenated to 2019 standards. It's a 28-year-old car, and time takes its toll. No different than that 81 M1. Lots of stuff that has been done to that car over the years to ensure that it stays in number 1 industry-leading condition. And that's what EAG is all about, and that's what makes us very different. The cars we sell are on a different level. It's an EAG apple compared to an open market orange. And we don't put a lot of the pricing on the websites these days because we're not interested in influencing the market or changing the market or being mimicked by others. What we sell is different, extremely different. And that's what makes us unique and why customers come back and why we buy our cars back from our customers. The repeat visitors, like the E30 M3 that we've owned 11 times. Video on that three videos ago. Diamond Schwartz on Cardinal, the second E30 M3 EAG's ever owned. The car that basically pioneered the EAG buyback program. And when you do it this way and understand that you've got one opportunity at the first juncture to make it as close to new as possible, we don't pull out any stops. If somebody spends $2 grand to bring a car to market, we spend 10, and that's different. And our pricing, yeah, it's high. You get what you pay for. You want a flank steak or you want a filet? Or in this, lightweight or Z1, or you want Wagyu, because that's what we offer. This green Z1 was a trade-in on a lightweight. Mr. Neal, appreciate your business. Glad you're enjoying your lightweight and showing it with others and having fun. It's a great little Z1 from the UK. It's a 10,000 mile example. Also in arrival condition. We're going to be going through and completing all of our Rejuve stuff on this before it leaves. We're at the next available slot. Our Rejuve program has never, ever been busier. We've got more than a dozen cars right now shipped in from all over the country going through said program. And we have sourced another building, another 6,500 square foot, adding more staff and looking forward to more growth. That is our next pivot in taking the next step. Our sales will never change, and we're going to continue to never stop improving and keep pushing as we have over the years. We'll change that panel right there. Just notice that thing right there is not acceptable. We'll change that. And looking at things, always looking at things, that's just how we're programmed, and identifying that stuff real time and presenting it to our clients as well as the cars that we're rejuvenating. That's what we're known for. And we're going to ensure that every car that leaves is a turnkey example in every way, by every measure. And if it's not your problem, that's ours. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, we do the right thing. The cars in this room are very, very important to us. Same with that other room over there, which is another 20 plus cars. And we're going to ensure that this one stays in a great home. Definitely looking forward to meeting the next fellow enthusiast that will love and care for this thing. It's powered by the M20, same engine that you'll find in that lovely little Japanese spec E30 slick top touring wagon. It has a long roof. And those engines are bulletproof. When we've got 2,800 pounds in the Z1 with a very, very fun spirited suspension. It's a hoot to drive. I've driven mine quite a lot. Fun quick story, the Magic Violet Z1 is the first example that I ever displayed at a concours with my soon-to-be wife, and entered it not to be displayed because I was very embarrassed that the right front fender had a little crack like they always do, including on this one, right? You can barely see it, but there it is. And that's what they do. Those little shortcomings and nuances are what we take care of, and so I bought 2 new fenders and put them on the car after the fact. But in that concours, we ended up taking best of class, which was quite a surprise and kind of got me hooked, and been going to Monterey and Amelia Island pretty much ever since. But we're going to take care of those fenders on both the blue one and the green one, and any of the Z1s that you would potentially buy that has not had fenders. Don't think that you're going to get lucky. They all do it. It's not a function of if, it's a function of when. And again, that's where EAG comes in to mitigate that risk. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We have a ton of really cool stuff coming up. We'll have a feature coming on this lightweight that has a PTG installed Group N Euro engine. It's the same engine that they won the 97, I think it was 24-hour Sebring. And I think they won the championship that year. Actually, I know they did. It was IMSA. And Mr. Eric Wensberg was responsible for that M3 lightweight program. Can't wait to talk to him about 20 minutes ago about this M1 and another one. So anyway, back on topic. The Z1 is available. It's on the market. Coming to you soon. Going to big public market 48 hours after you've seen this video published. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Lots more cool BMW EAG car content to come. Subscribe for more. See ya.